Hello everyone, this is StrawberryShorty looking at a ad that really makes me think this is a Nekopara ripoff. Like, anyone else see that? But anyway. I don't have the gems for this. I had to restart this chapter by not looking at it and skipping through to the end. Because, yeah, like, this one starts with that little pan and I didn't want to miss that. And it's so easy to accidentally hit something. So I will have to pause at some point to farm for gems, and it's probably going to be awful. The four of us stand staring in shock at the burning building that used to be our hideout. Kimiko. I expected a trap, but not this. Even Tatsumi sounds shaken. Well, yeah, the house just blew up and nearly killed a bunch of them. Our hideout. We were supposed to be in there. She meant for us to be in there. I look around. Either Kimiko gambled based on the time, or she waited to see me step out and then triggered the explosion. I don't think she'd risk killing me. She must be around here somewhere. I take half a step away as if to go searching for her, but I stop. What am I thinking? She could be anywhere. Sirens blare in the distance. Someone must have reported the fire already, or they reported the explosion. Here I was, complaining when you made us all leave. May starts laughing. Oh, she's got the crazy eyes! I glance at her. She looks like she's becoming hysterical. All of her efforts to be stronger seem gone now. I mean, I can't really blame her. Has May actually cracked? I almost protested. I almost insisted on staying behind. And if I had, I'd be... Her laughter changes to sobs. May. There's no hope, is there? I've had too many close calls already, too many lucky breaks. If it is Yuta, I hope these girls, especially May and Shigi, just beat him. Next time she'll kill me. I know she's going to kill me. We can't give up yet. We need to search for clues so we can find Kimiko and stop her. Stop her? Stop her? Do you really believe that's still possible? One little change and I would have died. It's almost funny. Ugh. Again, this hits close to home, but I don't even know if that's for sure yet. I hate that I can't elaborate, but it's personal. The thought enrages me. I can't imagine what my life would be like without my best friend, without May. She shouldn't have to live in constant fear because of me. It's not because of you. May. I try to get a hold of my own emotions. May seems like she's on the verge of having a full-on breakdown. I can't just stand around helplessly. She needs me to be strong right now. What should I do? Help May calm down or let Shiki help her. So here comes the first point where we gotta pause and farm for gems. And I hope the recording doesn't stop, because I hate having to merge them together. It takes for freaking ever. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, I had to download a mod because I kept running into issues, so... Sorry about that. I move to stand right in front of May. Please calm down, May. It's okay. I reach out and put my hands on her shoulders. I'm here with you. I won't let anything happen to you. I mean, I feel like these are really empty words. Her breathing is ragged. Look at me. Focus on me, May. She slowly meets my gaze. Whoa. I'm gonna try and turn it down a bit. Focusing on you is always nice. She giggles, but there's still an edge of hysteria to it. I smile anyway. That's a flattering thing to hear from a beautiful woman. Don't say that. That's why she's after me. Another half laugh, half sob follows her words. If only you hated me. If you hated me, she'd leave me alone. It's not my fault I feel the way I do about you. Why won't she leave me alone? The way she... It takes a little while for May's words to truly sink in. Wow, I think May might have a crush on us, guys. Does she mean she loves me? Who'd have thought? May, are you saying... But she seems too hysterical to respond right now. Shh, May, it's okay. I squeeze her shoulders gently. She stumbles forward with a shuddering gasp, and I pull her into my arms. I'd wondered about her feelings, but until now I wasn't sure. From the corner of my eye, I see Tatsumi and Shiki step away to give us privacy. I mean, we already kissed Shiki, so this is kind of messed up. Everything else can wait. Right now, May needs me. It feels good to be needed like this. And it feels different from the way people need me when they ask for my advice. May has always been my friend, but she's even more special to me now. I won't let anything happen to you. Why do I have to be so weak? What? You're such an amazing person, Shorty. You've always helped me, and no matter what I can do, I'm never able to make it up to you. I always end up relying on you instead. There's nothing wrong with that. But there is. I'll never be worthy of you. Worthy? I tilt May's chin up so I could look into her eyes again. Do you think that's how worth is measured? You're important to me, May. You make me happy. I know you'd do anything for me, too. I've seen your efforts up until now. You've been trying your best. That's what matters. Don't worry about relying on me for now. I don't mind at all. Really? Although I like that May has been trying to get braver, I can't deny I like the feeling of her relying on me too. I want to be the man in your life that you rely on. The only man. I mean, we're saying things here like, maybe she wants to get married someday. For a moment, she looks like she's going to stay something else. That's one of the problems with these games. I said it before, but they push the romance aspect a little too hard. So in the end, when you have to choose between these three girls, it feels really awkward. Assuming you've been picking all the gem options, you've probably kissed and confessed your love to all of them. Instead, she kisses me. May, no! I did not consent! May kisses me furiously, passionately, and I'm still reeling from the shock when she pulls away. Stop her, Shorty. Her gaze burns with intensity. Stop her so we can do that for real, without worrying someone will kill me for it. Boy, is she going to be upset when she learns I chose Shiki. I feel a little dazed. You sure do know how to motivate a man. She smiles. I do my best. After all, you always know how to motivate me. She looks like she's feeling better. That's good. And she kissed me. I still can hardly believe that really happened. Meanwhile, where's the fire department? They're taking their sweet time. Over here dying of smoke inhalation. Maybe I really do always know what to say to help. Except with Kimiko, I guess. I wasn't able to help her, even if I captured her attention. Have we really been thwarted again? Did she actually plant explosives around our safe house and then cover her tracks completely? The sirens around us get louder as the police and fire department arrive. Maybe the police will find evidence? Tatsumi snorts. Maybe. She doesn't seem confident. Don't worry, whatever happens, I believe in you. Even now? Yes, even now. We'll find a way through this. Thanks, Shorty. I never thought much about it before, but Kimiko must be pretty smart. She stayed one step ahead at every turn. How did someone so smart end up so twisted? Those two aren't exclusive. She didn't seem to have much confidence in herself, but she's actually impressive. What now? We have nowhere to stay. I suppose the safest place is back at our house. Maybe so. But if Kimiko was even able to find our safe house, is anywhere truly safe? I settled down with a sigh and look at my phone. After we talked to the police, we all went back to Tatsumi and Shiki's house. Shouldn't they be putting us in protection or something? Unfortunately, Kimiko already knows about this place. I stare at the fake message that lured me out of the hideout. It looks so real. A new message arrives while I'm still looking at the screen. Why? Why did they go with you? I hesitate and then reply. You almost killed them. Please stop doing this. Why? What's the point of doing anything if I can't have you? Maybe there's still a chance I could talk her down. Oh, this fool. How should I respond? Tell her she's smart or say this is wrong. I feel like praising her will only make it worse. Let's say this is wrong. This is wrong. You can't kill people who get in your way. Why not? I tried playing by the rules, and it never got me anything but scorn and derision. It's important to do the right thing even when it isn't easy. So I can be lonely my whole life? No, I still believe you could find happiness if you try. The only happiness that exists is with you. Kimiko may just be the most passionate and determined person I have ever met. She's fearless and goes after what she wants, even if she goes about it the wrong way. I'm afraid of her, but part of me admires her. This is how so many stupid Otome protagonists get in trouble. My heart aches, though. I don't think she's that different to me. I started my advice network because I wanted to feel less alone. Maybe you should tell her that. I think I may understand her more than I care to admit. Let's tell her how awesome our friend Yuta is. A quiet knock at the guest room door pulls me from my thoughts. Yes? It's me. Can I come in? I shove my phone out of sight. I doubt Tatsumi would be pleased if she caught me texting Kimiko. Or still hiding stuff from her. Sure, come in. The door opens and Tatsumi steps inside. She's dressed for bed again, but she looks like she hasn't even tried to go to sleep. I was afraid I might have woken you up. I'm not tired yet. Me either. She sits down alongside me and lets out a long sigh. This is the most frustrating case I've ever dealt with. It makes me feel like I'm not such a great detective after all. Don't think like that. You're a great detective. We're just stupid. Thanks. She gives me a wry smile. I didn't think too highly of you when we first met, but for some reason I feel like I can talk to you. I'm glad I've risen in your estimation. She laughs softly. You've done a lot more than that. What's that now? Nothing, stupid. A light blush colors her cheeks. Should I question why you came looking for me after getting ready for bed? She shoves me lightly. Don't get your hopes up. I came here to complain. I should have guessed. Complain? Well, vent, maybe. Like I said, I feel like I could talk to you. She stretches and glances at me. You should be asking how Kimiko got our address. Then again, I suppose you don't want to hear what's going on with me. So when she needs someone to talk to, she comes to me? I'm flattered and a little surprised, honestly. This might be my chance to really break through that wall of hers. What should I do? Listen to Tatsumi or change the subject? Change the subject's pretty mean. Listen to Tatsumi. I don't mind listening. I should have known. She sighs. Even when we first met, you always did that. You're always so helpful. Is that a bad thing? Well, maybe not. Show made it difficult to keep looking down on you, though. I have to say I'm grateful for that. Glad for that. This case, I'm starting to wonder if we really can win, or if Kimiko will continue to outsmart us no matter what we do. We could install cameras. I feel like that'd be a big help. That's not like you. I thought you never gave up. There's only one chase I've ever given up on. Oh, is it the person who killed your parents? Judging by the edge to her voice, I think this is what she really came here to talk about. Her frustration in this current case is bringing the old case to mind again. When Shiki and I were young, our parents died in a fire. Her gaze grows distant, as if she's reliving that day. I was able to save Shiki, but not them, so I always resolved to protect her no matter what. How old were you when this happened? You sound like you were very young. That explains her overbearing behavior towards Shiki. That must have been terribly difficult for both of them. I'm sorry. I also resolved to find the person responsible. You mean it was arson? It sure looked that way to me. She clenches her hands into fists. But the police couldn't find anything and wrote it off as an accident. This must have started Tatsumi's animosity towards the police. Is that why you became a detective? Yes, not only to pursue that case, but to help other people with similar cases. People the authorities wouldn't help. That's right, Shiki told me that Tatsumi specifically accepts cases like mine. I've helped a lot of people since then. I've saved lives. But I still haven't found out who took our parents from us. You'll find the truth someday, I know it. After all, you've got a partner now. I wink at her. Her eyes widen in shock. You would help me even after this case is over? How else am I supposed to repay you for everything you've done for me? I grin. Too bad, you're stuck with me. Suddenly, I see a rare sight. She doesn't respond with a snarky comment. She lets out a small but beautiful laugh. The sound is music to my ears. I want to make her laugh more once this is all over. Let's see how you do on this case, and I'll consider it. Her words make my heart skip. But despite this rare moment, I can't help but notice her posture is tense. She must be doing her best to avoid showing her feelings. I reach out slowly and put my arm around her. She doesn't move away. This is one of the few times I've touched her without it being for the investigation or to tease her. It feels special, like a precious moment that could easily shatter. To my surprise, Tatsumi leans into my touch and relaxes against me. We sit together in comfortable silence for a long time, until at last Tatsumi stretches and stands up. Thank you. You can always rely on me. She hesitates. Shorty, I really... Is she saying what I think she's saying? I hold my breath. Don't get any dumb ideas. I see that goofy expression of yours. What? Great, just as we were making progress, she withdraws again. Please, Shorty. Huh? I suddenly feel her arms reach up and wrap around my neck, her chest pressed tightly against mine. Is she hugging me? She has a really great body. Ugh, think about something else. She soon whispers into my ear. I know you think you can help everyone, but I don't want to lose you. Then she pulls away, gazing at me with the most alluring eyes. Those words make me want to grab her and kiss her passionately. She cares about me. She denies it and sometimes acts like a jerk. She doesn't want to lose me. And I think I care about her too. What if these games have hair endings? Before I can press my lips to her, she turns away and leaves the room while I sit in startled silence. Stop kissing all these women! Did she really mean it? And what did she mean with that warning? Was she talking about Kimiko? The one person I can't seem to help. I retrieved my phone. Kimiko sent another message while Tatsumi and I were talking. Well, the message got creepy again. Music got creepy again. I want you. I need you. Dirty images pop into my mind as I imagine what she would do if she actually had me. It's never good. Again, I've played otome games. Crazy dude locked me in a cage. It was very unpleasant. And she went back to the house after escaping. People who've played that game, you know. I don't know if any of you are actually watching this, but... Am I sick? Yes. A dangerous idea pops into my mind. I hesitate. We have no leads. Oh, this is wrong. The bad ending. If we figure out how to stop Kimiko, if we can't figure out how to stop Kimiko, there might be only one alternative left. Or is he not even thinking to trap it, or is he going to sacrifice himself? If I came to you, would you leave the others alone? Yes! Come to me. Once we're together, nothing else matters. Although, again, if this is Yuta, what's he going to do? Or does he really love us? I won't hurt anyone as long as you're with me. I set the phone aside and let out a long breath. That's that, then. If we can't find a way to stop Kimiko, I'll go to her. I'll let her use me or do whatever the hell she wants to me. To protect me, Shiki, and Tatsumi. Yeah, and they won't be sad at all that you're gone and maybe dead or being abused. Maybe I can even help her. She might actually listen to me in person. No, she won't. She'll tie you up. Who knows? It might not actually be that bad. This fool. Ugh. There's nothing wrong with liking yanderes in fiction, but don't get that confused with real life. In real life, they need a therapist to help them, and not you, the person of their obsession. Ugh, I feel like I barely got any sleep at all last night. Good morning, Shorty. Did you sleep well? Do anything stupid? She sits at the kitchen table, typing on her laptop. Well, enough. I can hardly tell her I dreamed about Kimiko all night long. What are you working on? Just going over all the evidence. Have you thought of any times when you might have given your identity away? Not yet. Then why don't we go through everything step by step? Everything? I don't know how long this has all been going on, but I feel like I wouldn't remember that well. Everything you did from the time you came in contact with Kimiko until the time she learned your identity. Okay. Man, that feels like it was a long time ago. I mainly just went through my normal routine. Nothing stands out at all. Let's see, I told May what happened, but no one else was around. I remember I was really tired all the time because the teachers kept giving us more homework. The teachers are in on it. It's a conspiracy. Oh? Yeah, I even had to cancel hanging out with May because I trail off. Wait a minute. That's right. I opened my phone to tell May I couldn't make it, and my advice account was still up on the screen. I closed it immediately, but I was so paranoid that someone might have seen. Did you remember something? Yeah, it was a few days before Kimiko set my apartment on fire. My account was visible on my phone for just a second. Was anyone close enough to see it? No, Yuta was nearby, but come on, make the connection! Her eyes narrow. What? Wait, does she think Yuta's responsible for this? That can't be. Man, we really don't know our friend at all. What should I say? He didn't see anything. He's my best friend. I'll say he's my best friend. He's my best friend. This is almost as bad as when she accused May of betraying me. Yuta and I have known each other since high school. It's possible he didn't intend to betray you. What? Kimiko might have deceived him. She might have pretended she only wanted to find you. She's clever enough to do that. And Yuta never seemed to grasp how dangerous having a stalker is. Would Yuta have a way of finding our hideout? A cold pit forms in my stomach. I told him where I was staying. I didn't think there was any harm in it. So he had the opportunity to learn you were responsible for the advice network and he knew our hideout's location. The music just stopped suddenly. I think we know who's been leaking information to Kimiko. Kimiko must have tricked Yuta into helping her. But if that's true, can we use this to our advantage? Will we finally stop Kimiko? I still think it's Yuta, and he's not just being tricked. Because the person who contacted him and was having all the insecurities, I really believe that was Yuta. Although it's possible that was the motivation for him helping Kimiko. It would also explain the woman that hired the knife person that attacked Shiki and the bomb, because it's scary to think Yuta would go that far. I'd be a little disappointed if Yuta's not the mastermind, though. Just got a ticket, so let's continue on. I'm not sure, this might be the last chapter. Time Traveling Girlfriend. That's also a game I have on the list. Music's back. Yuta. Could he really be responsible for Kimiko finding me? What now? We need to discuss this with everyone. This might be the break we need. Man, now listen to this new music. A few minutes later, we all gather in the living room. What's going on? Did something happen? Not exactly. I glance at Tatsumi. We have reason to believe Yuta told Kimiko our location. Phew, I'm glad she didn't explain the whole thing. Shiki still doesn't know about my advice network, and I'm not ready for that conversation just yet. Yuta, you've got to be kidding me. She sounds as shocked as I felt when that possibility came up. He and Shorty have been friends for ages. It's quite possible that she tricked him and he didn't realize he would put us in danger. Seriously? How could he fall for that? I mean, look how easily we gave out information. Actually, I can see it happening. What should I say? He's a sucker for a pretty face, or he'd feel bad for her. He's a sucker for a pretty face. Still, you think he'd realize? Trust me, he wouldn't. Well, it's probably not good that we have such a low opinion of him. When I told him about the situation, he seemed to think it would be nice to have a girl obsessing over him. Sounds like Kimiko could easily manipulate him then. I'm afraid so. The important thing is that we can use Yuta to bring an end to this. What did you have in mind? We'll pick a time and location. Make it sound like a big event is happening, something she won't be able to resist. If we're right, he'll pass the information on to her. And we'll have a trap waiting. Exactly. And we set the trap, and we go somewhere alone with Yuta, and Yuta pulls a gun, and he's like, I was Kimiko. Exactly. I almost feel bad thinking about Kimiko walking into a trap. No, we have to do this. Alright, just let me know if there's anything I can do. Let's finish this. May's invisible! I sincerely hope we can, so it's Tatsumi. I glance at Shiki. She seems unusually subdued. Shiki? She jumps and then looks down at her hands. I'm fine. Shiki also invisible. What's happening? They just not want to switch between the different girls? Just thinking. Tatsumi looks like she's about to say something to Shiki, but then looks away. She closes her laptop and walks out of the room. Huh, I wonder what that was all about. Still hard to believe Yuta is involved. I know. If you need my help with anything, just say the word. I can't say I'm not nervous about how this is going to work out, but I want to do my part. Wow, really, May? She nods, smiling at me confidently. I've been weak for far too long. Now is my chance to step up, and I want to take it. I want to help you. I can't believe this is the same May. This new confidence is a nice look for you. See, this is a scene that needed a CG. I see her face flush as she taps my arm. Hey, don't throw me off my game. She giggles. I'll go make breakfast, so we can fuel up. I can tell how determined she is. I look at Shiki. If anything, she looks even more downcast than before. Is something bothering you? Well, she sighs. I have a confession to make. Something about you and Yuta? A confession? My heart jumps into my throat. It sounds like it's serious. We never actually ruled Shiki out as a suspect, and now we have a way of trapping Kimiko. I don't want to believe she's involved, but... yeah, she's about to confess that she tried to blow us all up. If Kimiko was one of us, this would be the time to come clean. If I was Kimiko, I would just not say anything and then not show up. What should I do? Hear Shiki's confession or dismiss it? Why would we dismiss it or hear it? You can always talk to me. I sit down alongside her. What's on your mind? It's just that he likes me. So you knew. Does she mean Yuta? I always knew, so... She shakes her head. I just can't help but wonder if it's my fault. Huh? How would she think that? I know Yuta has flirted with you before, but he likes all cute girls. I wouldn't read too much into it. No, it's different. She sounds certain. Maybe Yuta's interested in her, but I still doubt it's related to this. Our protagonist is really oblivious. I've known Yuta for all of 2 seconds, and I figured this stuff out. And if he was dating me, maybe she wouldn't have gotten to him. That's what she thinks? I rub the back of my neck and try to see things from her point of view. It's not really something you can be blamed for, Shiki. You had no idea this was going to happen, and even if you did, you're not responsible for Yuta. By that logic, I should have dated Kimiko so she'd leave all of you alone. No! Her sudden vehemence startles me. That would be dangerous. I don't want to lose you. She doesn't want to lose me. Don't worry, I don't plan on doing anything of the sort. Yes, you did! Although if it was the only way to protect everyone. No, there's no sense in thinking things like that now. But that's the same sort of logic you were using. It's Yuta's fault for telling her everything just because she's cute. So don't feel guilty about what happened with Yuta, okay? It's not your fault. I put my arm around her shoulders and squeeze her close. I know. But I never gave him a real chance. She looks up at me and then immediately looks away. I was too interested in you. My face heats up when I hear those words. Did Shiki reject Yuta's attention because she wanted me instead? Talk about an ego boost. Just how long has she been interested in me? It's not your fault. It's not my fault either. It's kind of your fault. Because you told Yuta the address. We'll get through this together, okay? In fact, this might actually be helpful. If we need to get to Yuta, Shiki might be the way to do it. I mean, he doesn't think Yuta's the yandere, but this is still dumb. And I'm just glad her confession didn't turn out to be something bad. I give her shoulders another squeeze and she smiles up at me. Okay. Again, we really need some sort of CG. There's no image on the screen, not even Shiki. I didn't realize you felt that way about me. She blushes and covers her face. I'm really flattered. She held on to those feelings all this time, too, even with another guy showing interest. I never realized Shiki could be so passionate. Thank you for listening to me, and for being here. Don't worry. I run my fingers along her shoulders and pull her close in a comforting embrace. Is she not supposed to be on the screen? I don't know what's happening. I'm not going anywhere. Hey, Yuta! The next afternoon, I hurry over to Yuta as soon as I spot him on campus. It's risky to attend classes, but it's necessary to make this feel natural. Again, no people. Good to see you, man. I was starting to think he'd be in hiding forever. There's no sign that he realizes anything is wrong. He must not have heard about the explosion, or at least not realized it was our hideout. Well, things have gotten a bit more complicated. I hesitate. If I tell him, maybe he'll just confess. You know the place we were staying at? My stalker somehow found it. She actually blew up the building. Oh, that's insane. Is everyone okay? I want to try pausing and exiting out of this because I really feel like there's supposed to be an image. If I could get the little button to come up. So we're back, and apparently, yeah, there was supposed to be an image. I don't know what happened. But, yeah, we all made it out in time. Glad to hear it. Barely any reaction. I'm telling you, he's the mastermind! Either we're way off base about his involvement, or he doesn't realize it's Kimiko he's been talking to. Time for step 2. One good thing came from it, though. What's that? I realized I'm in love. Whoa, what? Being in danger like that brought a lot of things into clarity. I'm in love with Shiki, oh boy. You are? Yeah. I don't know why it took me so long to realize it. You might not believe I've suddenly fallen in love with May after all this time, or a detective I just met. May makes a lot of sense, so does someone you just met. But a cute, sweet girl like Shiki is easy to believe. I'm going to confess to her this evening after my classes are done. I've already invited her for a walk in the park. At first he seems so surprised he can't speak. Then he finally smiles. Nice going, good luck. I gotta go get a gun. He takes a step back. Anyway, I'm running late, so I need to go. As he hurries away, my heart sinks. It's true, isn't it? Whatever Kimiko said to him, he fell for it. He's going to tell her what I just said. No, he's going to plot against us, especially since you've taken his girl, or his perceived girl. It's amazing how Kimiko can wrap anyone around her finger, especially if they are gullible to begin with. But I think this time is really it. Okay, everyone's here, no invisible people. All 4 of us traveled to the park together that evening. Oh, I have this icon on the screen. All right, the police have the immediate area under surveillance. Her lips twist in a sardonic smile. I swore they'd get evidence this time, so she better show up. They didn't have evidence before? Things blew up. My heart hammers. I feel dizzy. I mean, this is a little obvious with us all standing here. Shouldn't it just be me and Shiki? I'm finally going to meet Kimiko in person. The thought is oddly exciting. I wonder if there's actually an ending where you go with the yandere. What now? Should we wait? We could, although if Shorty shows himself, Kimiko might approach him openly. That's a good point. She's bound to show up eventually, but who knows where she'll be. We should have picked an area that's not so filled with places for a killer to hide. And what if they go the sniper route again? Or explosives have been planted. Like, we're being real dumb here. But she'll be looking for me. That'll put Shorty in danger. The police are watching, and we're here too. Of course, it's up to Shorty. I hesitate. It'll mean accepting a little more risk, but it's arguably the best solution. What should I do? Go meet Kimiko or hide with the others? Go meet Kimiko. We're too involved. I'll do it. Are you sure? This is important. Please be careful, Shorty. I will be. Shiki remains silent, but she reaches out and puts her hand on my arm for a moment. A warm feeling fills me as I look at the 3 of them. All of them care about me. They don't want me to risk my life. I'm so lucky to have met such wonderful girls. I need to do this for their sake. Don't worry. It'll all be over soon. I'm going to make sure you're all safe again. I step out of hiding and walk toward the path. When I reach it, I stand there casually and play with my phone as if I'm waiting to meet with someone. In a way, I am. What makes you think she hasn't shadowed us here and seen us talking? Footsteps make me tense and I lift my head. Well, we know there's a real girl involved. I still think she's a plant. It's her. You really are here. My heart pounds as she walks towards me. Kimiko splash screen. I didn't think I'd be this nervous to finally see her in person. She looks exactly like she does in her profile picture. She's breathtaking. I mean, she's cute, I'm not going to deny it. I feel like she should really take advantage of the black and pink color scheme she's got going on and just dress completely in that. Man, if she weren't so crazy... Wait, what am I thinking? Something about her eyes, though. They're a bit unusual. Kimiko. I know why you're here. Her eyes fill with rage and her voice with bitterness. Man, maybe it wasn't a good idea to make her jealous. She looks like she's going to crack. Why? We were supposed to be together. She stops in front of me and looks up with eyes that seem genuinely hurt. Or Kimiko herself was real and is genuinely in love with us, but she's not doing any of the yandere stuff. I've never seen a person flip through so many emotions so quickly. Shorty, please forget her. Let's run away, together. Just the 2 of us. I wonder if that's an option. My mouth is dry. When I see her in real life, I can see how damaged she is. My heart is pulling me in so many directions right now. I need to think of the girls. I never felt that way about you, Kimiko. Why can't you see that? She looks so sad. I do feel a bit bad for her in that regard. For some reason, those words don't sound as convincing when I say them out loud. Is it really true? Could I have started to fall for Kimiko? Look, I get it, man. It's a fantasy thing, but it's not a good idea. No matter what, I need to put an end to this. You only say that because you don't know any better. She's blinded you. Her eyes flash, but then the hard edge to her voice fades into something softer. She reaches up to touch my cheek. I don't pull away. I can make you happy, Shorty. I promise. Her touch makes my skin tingle. I swallow hard. Being with me won't solve your problems, but you can help me. You can help anyone. You always know the right thing to say, and you listen to me when no one else would. The compliments make me shiver. These are things other people have said about me, too. More and more of me yearns to help Kimiko, but I can't turn my back on my friends. Somehow she's incredibly hypnotizing in person. It's those eyes, those oddly pink eyes, and the fact that she's drawn in a different style than everyone else. Any man could fall for her. I can see why Yuta gave in to her so easily. Please, Shorty. For a moment, I can see only Kimiko. Gunshot. Behind me, the bushes rustle as the other steps out of hiding. Kimiko's gaze locks onto Shiki. You! Her eyes become crazed. She's lost control. This might be my last chance to keep this from getting violent. Kimiko, please don't. She's armed! She raises her hand and she reveals a large knife. Where was she hiding that? Well, the cops are just doing marvelously. She charges toward Shiki and swings the blade through the air. No! I dash between them and grab for Kimiko's wrist. I'm just a little too slow. The blade slices into my cheek and sends a line of blood running down my face. Ah! She takes a step back. I didn't want to hurt you, Shorty. Never you. You set my apartment on fire! I put down the knife. Breathing heavily, she stares at the knife in her hands. I turn to Shiki. Are you turning your back on her? She's armed! And you're addressing the person she wants to kill. Shorty, look out! I whirl around as Kimiko rushes toward me with the knife raised again. Stay away from him! May leaps at Kimiko and grabs her arm. Oh, there's blood! The blade slices through the empty air right in front of my face. With a snarl, Kimiko throws May to the ground. May! May tried to protect me from Kimiko? I want to run to her side, but Kimiko rushes toward me again with a desperate cry. So you've chosen them over me? How could you? Kimiko, stop! I'm going to pause this again because it's not showing a sprite and I think it's supposed to. Yeah, so she wasn't appearing. I don't plan to make a habit of using mods or anything, but like I said, I kept running into glitches. Kimiko, stop! She lunges for me and I fall backwards. Kimiko pins me to the ground, eyes wild. I manage to catch her wrist, but she's so close I can feel her breath against my skin. You were supposed to be mine. You were supposed to save me. Save her? Alright, that's enough. Took you long enough! Drop the knife and stand up with your hands in the air. Kimiko looks up as the police close in. Tatsumi stands confidently next to them. It looks like she alerted them during the scuffle. I feel like you should have been here. You seem like you would know martial arts. And weren't they supposed to be watching? How? Her gaze returns to me and I see her realization. I brace myself for another attack, but she just looks hurt. You set this up? This whole thing was a trap. Guilt overcomes me. I'm sorry. She looks so hurt, like she really expected me to be on her side. Did you hear the officer? Drop the knife. Well, now Tatsumi's disappeared. Oh, these glitches. Drop the knife. Wow, is Tatsumi actually working with the police? Oh, I kind of expected her to be invisible. The knife falls from Kimiko's limp fingers as she starts crying. I haul her to her feet, but she continues to stare at me through teary eyes. Could they not animate her crying? You never cared about me. You're just like everyone else. No. There's no hope at all. Her anguished words tear at my heart. What should I say? You can still be happy. I tried to tell you. I'll say you can still be happy. Happy? Now? There are people who can help you. Your life isn't over, Kimiko. You can get the help you need and move on. Move on? With you? Even now, she still wants to be with me? I look away. I don't like hurting her. I would wait for you. I'll always wait for you. We belong together. Far from the murderous maniac who attacked me a moment ago, she now looks like a lost, confused girl. May rushes to my side. Shorty, are you okay? And she's invisible again! I'm fine. But your face! She only scratched me. May shakes her head and pulls out a handkerchief, which she uses to wipe the blood from my cut. It would have been way worse if you hadn't stepped in. It felt amazing to watch her defend me like that. I couldn't help myself. Kimiko glowers, but there's nothing she can do now. Tatsumi runs over to Shiki. Shiki, are you hurt? Tatsumi wraps her arms around her. I was so worried. I'm fine. Despite her protest, Shiki hugs her sister back. Looks like the two of them are going to be just fine. And you! Tatsumi turns away and approaches me instead. You saved Shiki again, thank you. She reaches up and lightly brushes the cut on my face. Would you please stop risking your life, you idiot? She abruptly grabs me and hugs me. We shouldn't be doing this in front of Kimiko. What? I'm so shocked I barely even react. A moment later, she releases me and steps back. I'm gonna be real disappointed if there isn't a surprise twist, for the game anyway, that reveals it's Yuta. A moment later, she releases me and steps back. My face flushes. Tatsumi really hugged me, of her own free will. Even in all this chaos, I feel so lucky. We need to ask all of you some questions. We'll be in touch. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to take us in now. Tatsumi nods. Understood. The four of us stand together and watch as the police take Kimiko away. Well, now the cops are here, but Kimiko isn't. Oh my gosh, I hate that I have to keep restarting this. No, I won't give up. I love you. Kimiko. He promised me. He said I was destined to be with Shorty. Oh, here we go. I shake my head. Oddly, even with everything that happened, this doesn't feel satisfying, because it's not her, it's Yuta! As the police car drives away, something tugs at the edge of my thoughts, a strange uneasiness I can't shake. It's Yuta! I knew I was right! Wait. He told her we were destined to be together. But then, something cold suddenly presses against my back and I stiffen. That's the barrel of a gun. Being held by Yuta! Oh no. Looks like I'll have to finish this myself. Really bold move to point a gun at me in front of the cops, Kimiko, and the girls. I feel like you could have waited until I got home. Oh, it's Yuta saying this. Oh, looks like I'll have to finish this myself. Kimiko is arrested, but Yuta has me at gunpoint? But why? I keep forgetting to minimize this. This was modded by Yas Kashije. And I don't know if it's glitching out because it's a mod or what, but we didn't get the splash screen. Hold on, I'm going to pause and look up the splash screen if we can get it. Okay. On Mighty Sensei's playthrough of this game to get the splash screen. Make sure you check out her channel. I knew we'd see Yandere Yuta eventually.